Hey Sainers, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a great start to the week. In this video, we're going to be talking about the ruthless list changes that the St Kilda Football Club have announced. They've already announced a number of delistings, as we know. We'll go through the full list makeup like I did about a month ago. I think this probably is the final time where we'll see such list changes, pending what happens with Brad Crouch. But at the moment, in the last couple of days, we have lost Ben Paton, Jack Hayes, Olli Hotton, and Tim Membrey, all delisted. All have been told they will not be offered a contract for next season. Tim Membrey, we all knew that was going to happen. Olli Hotton, Ben Paton, Jack Hayes, we didn't really know which way the club was going to go. Jack Hayes may now find his way to Collingwood for nothing, and they might just get another ruck and forward as well. So this tells me that we've got a lot planned for draft night. This is preparation for the draft. All the best to those boys, and obviously Tim Membrey, 178 games, 293 goals. One of the sort of unsung heroes. Everyone loves him. He's been Mr. Reliable for 10 years, and we kind of knew over the last month what was going to happen there. So it wasn't a shock to me. It was disappointing, but I agree with how ruthless we're going to be. So at this current point, based on those changes, and put in the comments below if you disagree with me and you want Tim Membrey and Seb Ross and Brad Crouch and Jack Hayes all to be on the list, tell me why in the comments. Be constructive. Tell me your reasons why, not just that they are heart and soul players. What are the actual reasons why? Because I know that it's hard to say goodbye to some of these players, but at the same time, we want to move forward and we want to open up list spots for our draftees to give other players a chance in the forward line, in the midfield, in the back line. At this point in time, this year, in McRae, Hall, out, Allison, Battle, Bonner, Campbell, Ross, Van Ness, Crouch, we can assume, Paton, Hayes, Membrey, and Hotton. All up, that now leaves us with 9 list spots. And as of the draft right now, we have pick 7, pick 8, pick 32, pick 47. And supposedly with our NGA, Cull, Hoffman, and then obviously father-son Pickett, and then our Sandy rookie, that looks like it makes up sort of the list at this point in time. Unless, of course, I think, if there's an option there to move 7 and 8 around, split them, or even try and move up to North's pick 2, which I think Richmond are probably the red-hot favourites for. There might be some activity there. But to me, I think this was the last season that we really could do such a cull, that we could really be this aggressive and be able to top up well enough that we're probably not going to cop much of a hit on the field. I think if we did this maybe last year or even next year, if we waited another year and we didn't do these sort of changes, to open up space, to get these picks in, to get you through the door and put them on the field more, then I think we would be thinking in 12 months' time, why the hell did we sign all these blokes on 2-year deals? Well, because we're a nice club? No, we're not. We don't want to be a nice club. We want to be a winning club. We want to be a ruthless club. We want to be a club that only puts the best players forward that are going to represent the Guernsey. And it just feels like a changing of the guard off-season right now. We've relied so heavily on the likes of Josh Battle. I mean, that was a different one, but Josh Battle gone. Tim Membrey, Seb Ross. It feels like now it's basically all right, Kingy, Hunter Clarks, Naz, Filippo, Owens, Caminiti. It's all these guys now. It's on you now. Now is your time. And I think that links up perfectly with the Crest announcement in a couple of weeks' time. When we're talking about a mini rebrand, we're talking about we don't want to lose what we stand for. Obviously, strength through loyalty. We don't want to lose what that means. Whether it's on the Crest or not, I don't know. But if it's not there, we still want to maintain that. But we want to be looking... we want to be moving forward as we don't want to constantly be referred to as the one premiership club that is striving for their next premiership and highlights of, as much as I love it, highlights of Gary, Rui and that. We want to be looking at focusing on what we've got now, not what we had, what we wish we had now. We want to look at what we've got now and go, yes, we're getting there. We are getting there. And I still back that this youth is the best youth we've had in 20 years. I will take that. I will go all the way with that. And anyone that wants to challenge that, put it in the comments. But I think for us to be this aggressive, when you think of it, Allison, we didn't know what he was going to be. Battle, we lost because Hawthorn came and he didn't want to sign a contract with us, and that was it. Bonner, we gave him a chance, didn't work out. Campbell probably was never going to be starting ruck anyway with Rowe. He was just there in case we had a million injuries. Ross, he's been there. He's done that. We know what we can get from Ross. We need to move forward with the youth that we've got. James Van Ayres, injuries. Crouch, possible injury in retirement. Pato, 71 games. We gave him enough time. We gave him 71 games. If you can't prove yourself after 71 games, he broke his leg. We all know that changed him because he had such a great 2020. But we gave him a chance to recover, to come back. And McLennan's come in, Webster, Naz and Sinks in the back half. There's no room for him now. Hayes, again, injuries. Membrey, gave him 10 years. We've got to back in Max King, Caminiti, Sharman. We've got to back in these blokes. And Hotton, again, plenty of time at Sandy, some injury setbacks, didn't work out, similar to James Van Ayres. So it kind of makes sense, really, these changes happen. A couple could have happened last year, but we've lumped them all into this season, and we've probably got the most delistings out of every club. I'm not too sure. But at this point in time, now based on what we've done, I think this is already updated on the fly. Let me just double check. Looks like it has. Our average experience now is ranked 7th in the comp. Average age is 10th, so 25. So that's a really good age, obviously peak footballing age. And then in terms of, it doesn't really matter, but Brownlow votes 11th, coaches votes 12th, goals 16th. Overall, based on the list that we've got right now, obviously we're going to add to it, but currently now on Draft Guru, that's the way it's outlined, and they believe that we have, 4 A graders. And they are Rowan Marshall, Jack Sinclair, Kel Wilkie, Jack McRae. There's B+, Brad Crouch, Nasaya, Steele. Obviously, Nasaya, I think, can move to A pretty quickly. Steele can definitely get back to A. Crouch, probably finished. Higgins, B. Zach Jones, B. Brad Hill, B. Mitch Owens, B. Max King, B. Pretty much the rest of the list is B. And then D is just unproven. I think Ari Shawmaker will move from D pretty quickly. And he'll jump up when he gets more game time. But that's the makeup of this list. And, I don't think, you can go and get rid of all the experience, but I think we've still got enough experience that, we're not doing a North where we get rid of everyone and we just play the kids and we drop off the face of the earth. I think that's why McRae coming in is so important. As that bit of experience, you lose Ross, you get McRae. And obviously at the draft, we're going to be looking to be pretty aggressive. And if you're going to be aggressive at the draft, you're going to be aggressive with just list management in general. And, as hard as it is to say goodbye to some of these players, I firmly believe that this is the right path. You don't want to die wondering. You don't want to continually just year after year get 4 games out of this bloke, get 5 games here, but, it just doesn't work. It's not sustainable. So that's kind of the video. I just wanted to kind of shed a bit more light on my opinion of, how aggressive we've been. I think, we talk about having a bit of a vanilla club and we need more A graders to come in, and to do that we need a draft. And obviously free agency next season. I feel like if we have a good season next season on the field, that off the field we're going to have an even better off season. So sorry to see these guys go. I really did want Jack Hayes to make it, to be honest. I had a soft spot for Pato, wanted to see Hotton. You always want to see these blokes that don't get a chance. You want to see them at least once, just to say they've debuted, but that's not the way football goes. If it's a professional sport, it's your job. If there's people ahead of you, you just don't make the cut sometimes, and hopefully they make it somewhere else. Fingers crossed. But for us, it's all about the future. It's all about building something fresh, new, aggressive. And if that's the way that Ross, Bassett, everyone at the club believe we can get success, then obviously that is the way we need to trust. That's what we need to trust. So that's the video, Saners. Thank you very much for watching. Please put your thoughts in the comments below. It's going to be a very, very topical in the lead up to the draft. I'll keep you posted on any news with Brad Crouch. And obviously the draft is under a month away now, so plenty more videos on that to come. So please subscribe, like, and as I mentioned a few times, comment. So take care, Saners. Enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, go Mighty Saners. See you guys.